to move to Central Texas and you're considering a custom home build, but you need the right custom home builder for the job. Well, in today's video, we actually have a special treat. We're going to interview the owner of Summit Oak Builders, Greg Griffin, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the build process and everything to expect when building a custom home. So if that's what you're looking for, you've found the right video. Let's get started. Hey, so if you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor. First of all, hit that like button, it goes a long ways. Then consider subscribing and hitting the bell. That way you're the first to learn about all the current market conditions here in Central Texas. I'm Brandon Melvin with the Melvin Group at eXp Realty. My team and I help clients and customers all across the city, all across the state, move to Central Texas. And whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 10 weeks, be sure, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, schedule your Zoom call today. That way we can help you make that move smooth. Now, we're going to get to tour this beautiful model home that Summit Oak Builders has put together so that you can see a little bit of what they can do for you. But first of all, we're going to talk to the owner, Greg Griffin, and give us a little bit of information about what you can do for all of our customers and clients out there. So first of all, thank you so much for taking this interview and taking the time out of your busy day, because I know Central Texas is crazy. We got everybody moving here, and if you want a custom home, definitely consider this gentleman here to build that home for you. But as we get started, man, tell us a little bit about your history in the home building industry and where you come from, so that we can get to know you a little bit better.
Gotcha. Well, thank you very much for taking time to visit with me about this. I've got a little over 20 years experience in the construction industry. I graduated from A&M with a construction science degree, and upon graduation, my wife and we moved up to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where I took a job with a commercial contractor. After about 3 years up there, we decided Dallas-Fort Worth was a nice area, but it just was not for us. I was originally from College Station. My wife was originally from New Braunfels, and we wanted something that was just a little bit smaller, more hometown feel to live in. So ended up moving to New Braunfels, and that's where I got my first start in residential construction. I worked for a local company for about 4 years. And then ended up going back to briefly into commercial construction for a company in Austin. It was actually the previous company that I worked for in Dallas, and spent about 4 years in traveling back and forth to Austin doing commercial. And then my previous boss in residential gave me a call, and he said, "Hey, I'm starting up a new company." This was in 2011, and would you like to help me get this company started and help me run this company? And I jumped at the chance. I love building homes. I was missing the industry, and I was tired of driving to Austin every day. So I helped him start his company in 2011 and worked with him all the way up until around 2017, at which point he decided to retire. My wife and I had a long conversation about it and the route that we wanted to go. And so in 2018, we started our company, Summit Oak Builders, and we've been in business now going on 5 years.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I can definitely see that you know what you're doing by everything that all the homes that you've built in the area, your model home here. Definitely some high quality craftsmanship, and so definitely when you get to tour this home, you're going to understand and see what I'm talking about here. So definitely thank you for letting us know a little bit about your background and your history, where you come from. Do this for us. I know that if someone's watching this and they're new to the custom home building process and not knowing where to begin, how this even looks, take us maybe a step-by-step process from the very beginning. So they're shaking your hand, introducing each other, introducing themselves to you, and then to shaking their hand, grabbing the keys to their brand new home. Take us through that entire process and what that would look like.
Okay. So there's two routes that can go. The first route is if somebody comes in and they don't have plans yet. They know kind of what they want to build, but not exactly. We sit down and we go through a checklist that we've developed, and we talk about what type of house they want to build, what are their wants, what are their needs, what's important to them in their house. We talk about overall general layout of the house, meaning number of bedrooms, formal dining, not formal dining. We get into the overall feel of the house and the overall level of finishes in the house that they want for their home, both inside and out. We then will go out and take a look at their property. We'll look at their lot. We'll do a lot evaluation. We'll look at the topography. We'll look at the clearing. We'll look at everything that's going to need to take place in order to build a house on that piece of property. Then we'll take we'll take the checklist and we'll take that lot review. And with that information, we'll put together some budgetary numbers. From that point, we move into a design contract with our customers. We are a design build home builder here in New Braunfels. And we have partnered with a local design team, and we will bring them in at that point. We're at all the design meetings for the house so that as the design of the house progresses, we can be there right with our customers and our clients to continually update that budget that they have set, making sure everything is tracking, that the house is being designed the way that they want it, and we're also keeping within the budget that they have set for that project. Once the design is complete, then we'll move into the construction contract. At that point, we also bring in our in-house design consultant. She guides our customers through the entire design process, inside and out, as far as all the exterior finishes on the house, interior finishes, cabinet finishes, countertop selection. It's a bit of a lengthy process, but she does a great job, and she really does a great job of guiding our customers through that process. Once that's completed, we're ready to send everything to. There's one little step that we still got to do before we get started on the construction, and that's going to be sending it to the lenders. Whoever their lender is going to be, we'll send all the information for the project so they can get started on their construction loan process. And at the same time, then we'll also be sending it to most likely an architectural control committee. The majority of the subdivisions that we build in here in this area do have architectural control committees, so we assist our customers and we handle that entire submittal process for them. Once we have the architectural control committee approval, we've got the approval on the loan from the bank, and we've closed on the construction loan, then it's time to start construction on the house. That process, start to finish, from when we mobilize and break ground until we're handing the keys over to the owners, usually runs around 9 months. It could be a little bit less, it could be a little bit more, and some projects last up to 12 months or longer. It really just depends on the size of the house and the complexity of the house. But on average, we're running about 9 to 10 months on construction time. During that construction process, we're with our customers the entire time. We're sending out weekly updates on what they can expect to see currently ongoing on their house and what they can expect to see upcoming. We will have on-site meetings with our customers to address any concerns that they may have throughout the build process. And we really develop a good relationship with our customers through the build, and really get to know our customers as the build progresses. Then at the end of the process, we do a homeowner orientation, we do the punch list, the walkthrough. Once everything's finished, then we hand the keys to the customer, and they get to move into their beautiful brand new custom home.
One of the best days of their lives, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope that definitely helps. Go ahead.
Sorry, I said there's two processes. The second is if they come to us and they already have plans, we just kind of skip that whole design process and we move right into giving them a proposal based on the plans that they've provided. We still do a checklist so that we understand the finishes and the level at which they want their home finished, and then from there we go straight into a construction contract. So very similar. If they already have their own plans, then we just kind of skip that design process as well.
Nice.
So we do it both ways.
That helps someone who has no idea what's going on to begin with. You can educate them and through the entire process, make sure they know what they're doing and they're in good hands. Or if they've maybe done this before and say they're moving to Central Texas and they want to use you as their builder, here's my plans, this is the perfect thing I've had designed, you just take care of it for them. So I love that opportunity they have here. So you also mentioned, through that part of the conversation here, working with a lender or, and talking about the features that they would choose. So that leads me into my next question, the financing part of it, the cost part of it. When you're talking about a custom home, I know the prices can range, and so it's not the easiest thing to say, hey, it's gonna, this is what we're gonna cost. but give us an idea of, what might a consumer look like, budget wise when they're considering, purchasing a custom home build with you, features wise and cost wise. Give us a little bit of what you can to elaborate on that.
Ooh, that's a tough question. Mainly because there's so many variables that go into the price of a house. And when we're in residential, we typically talk about cost per square foot for the price of a house. And that is going to be affected by, when I say variables, the things that affect that are going to be the property we're building on, meaning are we doing a 3-foot foundation, or are we looking at a 10-foot foundation? Do we have 70 linear feet of driveway, or do we have 200 linear feet of driveway? Where's the house going on the property? There's so many things that go into that affect the price of the house and affect that cost per square foot, as well as the level of finishes that go in the house. We build all different levels of finishes, and so are they looking at like a level 1 granite countertop, or are they looking at a level 5 granite countertop? Are we looking at tile flooring or wood flooring? There's such a range in pricing and what they select for their house that really affects that cost per square foot. And that's why it's so important that when we're giving those budgetary numbers up front, and why we do the checklist, why we do the lot review, so that we're giving our customers a good solid budgetary numbers up front, so that, as I said, through the design process, we're able to help keep that house on track with the design, with the budget. And with all that being said, our houses typically range anywhere from around $250 a square foot on up to over $300 a square foot, just depending on once you take all those factors and put them together.
Okay, well, I definitely appreciate that, and I think the consumers out there can see it's a wide range and why it's kind of hard to nail that down. But then also, you're staying in touch with the customer the entire time with the checklist, making sure they understand, okay, well, if we want to do this, then it might bump it a little bit here. We can minus this, so that it brings it back into that budget range. So I think it's very helpful to communicate. And so I definitely appreciate that, that y'all do that for the customers. Let's just say that everyone likes what they're hearing so far and say, hey, I want to use Summit Hook Builders for my next custom home build. Where can they expect to be able to build with you? I know we're here in New Braunfels. Where can someone say, hey, I want to build here, will you build my home for me? What's your range?
We typically build anywhere within about a 45-mile radius of New Braunfels. That covers a good part of Central Texas, here in the Hill Country, Bulverde, Spring Branch, out towards Blanco, Wimberley, on around to San Marcos, over towards Seguin, and that general area. Pretty much, like I said, 45 miles with radius of New Braunfels.
Okay, good to know.
We will go outside of that, but we just take that on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, absolutely. So if you are looking to move into Central Texas, the New Braunfels and surrounding area, definitely contact information is going to be in the description, so please check that out. Get a hold of us. We can definitely help you from start to finish in that entire build process. And then one more thing that I do want to ask before we tour this immaculate home is, you're not the only custom home builder out there. There's others. Why would somebody come to you and say, why should I give you my business? What stands out about you versus other builders in the area?
I would say, without a doubt, it's my team. I'm not a one-man show by any stretch of the imagination. The people that work here at Summit Oak Homes care about what they do. They care about our customers being happy. They care about getting it right, and providing the best service possible to our customers. While we do we have a finished product when we're done, which is a house. Really, home building is a service industry, and we're providing a service to our customers, and I think our service to our customers is above and beyond what a lot of the other builders do in this area. And that extends all the way down, just not my immediate team that is here at Summit Oak Builders. It also extends all the way out to our subcontractors that we have. I've been working with a lot of these guys for up to 18 years. I use the same subcontractors on every project. I use the same my concrete foundation guy, my framer, electrician, plumber, roofer. I use the same ones because that way it helps us develop consistency and quality in our homes. I'm not putting it out to bid. I'm not looking for the cheapest subcontractor to save a buck. I want to build good quality homes for our customers, and the only way to do that is develop consistency in our process and really provide that outstanding customer service.
I definitely appreciate that, and I'm sure our viewers will as well. You're not just outsourcing this to the cheapest bid. You're using subcontractors that you've known for a while. You can trust the quality work that they're going to put together for you, which you're going to see here in just a second with this home. So I definitely appreciate that, and I know if I was using you to build my custom home, I would be like, this is why. And so thank you for taking the time out of your busy day and giving us a little bit of information on what Summit Oak Builders does have to offer. But without further ado, we're going to get into checking out this home. So thank you again, and
thank you very much.
Absolutely. Let's get into it.